Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, the Doordash Revolution and Hulk Smash, which is the co-host for our show this evening. And we're glad to hoping everybody have a good afternoon. I'm sitting outside right now, right here by McAllister. As you can tell, we got the background and everything, trying to enjoy the autumn season. First of all, Huck, like today was one of them days, man, when you try to get something going, it just don't work out. You get a phone call and then the apps they crash, and then you get another phone call and look like you get out of the algorithm. All right, and
Hmm.
with Grubhub, all you gotta do is one thing go wrong, and that messes up your whole day. Or one order go wrong, and it messes up your whole day, and you won't be able to reach your goals. My area, first of all, is a super saturated market 3.0. So if you're not out there when you're supposed to be, and timing plays an important factor with your decision making, okay, with your decision making, then it don't go into the direction you wanted to go in. Just like earlier, man, I had got that phone call, and then next thing you know, I had a order right across the street there, and I wasn't able to get on, right? So I'm looking for the customer not, returning my message. I had to go through three suites to find the customer. Yeah, that's part of what we do. A lot of people sit there and think, what you guys do, it is what it is. It's not a real job.
Hmm.
But
Hear that all the time. Hear that all the time, bro.
and the thing is, I don't know if they say it out of animosity and they hating because they looking at us as, man, they got it easy, this, that, and the other. They getting paid, this, that, and the other. The drop off deliveries and pick up deliveries, but it's a whole lot more than that. Driving through the traffic, you know what I'm saying, when it's congested, during the busier times, man, you got to keep your eyes on the swivel at all times. If you blink your eye, you could miss something, right? And anything can happen. You got people driving crazy out here, right? You got people just don't respect the highway. You gotta, do your defensive driving, your tactical parking. You gotta pay attention to every scenario, day as well as night. You feel what I'm saying? So I know you got a lot of things that you want to address with the community today. So other than that, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Rev. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a good day. It's a Friday, I'm having a good day. I woke up today. I'm talking to Rev and I'm talking to you guys. So that's right there's the blessing right there. So I
Yes,
thank God
indeed.
for that. First
Mm-hmm.
more, more. But there's a little story. I was talking to Rev earlier, and I want to share it with you guys. He touched on saying about people saying that our job is not a real job, but I beg to differ though. So this story right here is gonna come to light a little bit here, and then on the same time, it's awareness, but on the same time, after the story, I want you guys' opinion on stuff. Maybe you can have a story, just say it in the chat or anything, or how you like the story. So I'm gonna go on with the story right now. Yesterday, my wife and I we went over there to a restaurant. I'm not gonna disclose the restaurant name because you'll see why in the story. What happened was is we had to go to the bathroom. So we went to the bathroom, going towards the bathroom before we went to go, do orders and stuff. So the women's bathroom was the first door, and then the men's bathroom was the second one right after. So she went inside the women's bathroom, and then I went inside the men's bathroom. I didn't even get all the way in the men's bathroom. All of a sudden, I heard my wife yelling, "Ah!" And all that stuff. Help, help. So I went back outside and I opened the door. I probably shouldn't have, but they kind of did to see why my wife. I recognized her voice, so I opened the door. Wonder why. When I opened the door, this is what I saw. I saw her attending to a lady. Um, has fallen. It seems like on the ground, and she's over there in pain and stuff. and stuff. And my wife is a little bit hysterical and stuff like that. So, first thing I was doing, had to calm her down, just take it easy and stuff. I'm over here, say what happened. She said she found her like this, so she was explaining to me. So I'm over there calling 911. As I'm calling 911, I'm over here saying that can you, try to, get any information you can about the lady, but don't try to move her. Try to talk with her, soothe her, and everything you can. So I called 911 on the phone with dispatch, and then at the same time, I'm over there going to ask for the people to help that's inside the restaurant. So the staff came to see what's going on and everything and things like that. So we was all in the bathroom there. So
Right.
at the time the restaurant stopped. Everybody was there, even other people were spectating it over there. That was customers was looking in and seeing that. So as all that was happening and stuff, we was trying to talk with her and stuff, but it looked like when she fell, she hit her head. So when
Okay.
she hit her head, she was all loopy and all that stuff, so she couldn't really talk and everything. So, my wife was close to her pocketbook, so she went inside her pocketbook to try to see if she could find some information on her. Going through the pocketbook, everybody was there. She didn't take anything. There was no information. There was no information. But we noticed her phone wasn't far from her. So what I did was I asked my wife, since she was there, hey, grab a phone, because these phones have it that you can have emergency contact information, and you don't have to go into a pen. You can just hit that and see, point of contact, medical information, and things like that. So she
Right.
did that. It was an iPhone, but it didn't matter. She tried to click on. Obviously, you needed a pen, but underneath it have emergency. It said emergency. She hit the emergency button there. Another screen popped up. As that screen popped up, it had information about the lady. Had information so then they could contact 911 and a point of contact of her family or friends relationship. That she knows that she trusts to be for emergency contact. So it had a lot of information there on that. The paramedics came and everything at the time and all that, and they took over. And we explained that there was no information, but we got it on the phone. So they took all that and stuff like that. So they knew how to respond to her and how to treat her because of the phone with the information on it. So they went and took her and ended up taking her into the ambulance, and they went on their way and everything. The ambulance did thank us, my wife and ourselves and the staff and everything for the how we responded, and everybody was doing calm and everything like that. Because if everybody was panicking, then it's going to make it more worse. So kudos for everybody in the restaurant. Kudos to my wife and everything like that. So everybody did good. Now, that was the story. And I don't know what happened after that because I don't know the lady and all that stuff. So we just prayed for her and her family, because somebody did contact her family. One of the paramedics contacted her family through that emergency thing. So the weirdest part right here is, she was a delivery driver doing gig work. Okay. And what happened is they had the floor, they cleaned the bathroom, but the floor was still wet, and the type of floor was slippery. They had the signs out and everything like that, the little sign out, but floor wet and everything, those signs like that. So they had them all out. So even though those was out and everything, she slipped and fell because the ground was a little wet. So that's why I'm not disclosing the restaurant, because it might have some backlash from the family or whatever, and things like that. I don't know. I'm not saying they will, but I'm just saying that's why I'm not disclosing the restaurant because of that. The incident. Somebody got hurt in the store in the restaurant. So my thing with this is we do go through a lot of stuff on a daily basis, you know, a lot more than other jobs. Not saying that they don't have any kind of hazards, but we go through different hazards every day. When we go in our car and start driving out of our wherever we stay at, even where we stay at, we can have an accident. I seen that happen in my neighborhood. Somebody had an accident, bang. But we don't know. See, our job is once we leave the house, get in our car and start moving. Our job starts and then we always got to be on the lookout and everything. So our job do a lot more, you know, because our work is in our car or whatever vehicle you got. You can have a scooter or whatever. That's our work. Not from point A to point B. If vehicle stays out there in the driveway, and you in the building. Now, whatever your job is, you can have hazards in the building, so that's a little different story. But our job does have a lot of risks involved, hazards involved, and it is a real job. Same type of risk management and assessments that you had to do the W-2 job. You got to do some kind of risk management assessments in our 1099 world. But I also want to show how that works because I'm going to show it on my phone. I did do the avatars for my wife and my daughter. So those are not the faces. You could probably tell the cartoon characters and stuff. And I changed my address. So don't try to look for that address because it's not mine. It's, it's just a made-up address. So anybody try to go to 568, that's not my address. So I just want to put that out there. So I'm going to show y'all if I had something going wrong with me and they found my phone. Okay. So you see my phone's off now. Okay. They're not gonna open it up, Yeah. They're not gonna open it up. But you can open it up. But they're not gonna open it up. People are not gonna open it up. All right. So it's off like this. All right, I'm going to go past my lock page due to the fact that it has information on there, pictures on there. I don't need nobody to see. Now, the reason why I didn't do that because the picture, okay, it's important on the lock screen to have a picture of you and the people that you might have contact with for emergency contact. So if they come, the person knows that's you. That's that person. And try to update that all the time. So I do that, but I'm not going to show that part. Is because of I want to keep my family, confidence, confidentiality, or however you say it. So I'm gonna go past that screen. I'm gonna go to this screen. Okay, it says emergency call. So I'm gonna hit that, and then now look. Okay, you didn't go into my phone. You found Hope Smash on the ground now, and I'm not responsive. So you went to my phone and went that. That's the next screen. You don't have to use a pen, as you can tell. There's no pen. Now right there, it has emergency contact information right there. You can call. You see, when you do that way, it calls from this phone, and that person will most likely answer versus calling from a different phone, because they'll see your name pop up on their phone. So those 3 point of contacts on there, if you called one of them, well, besides my mom passed, God bless her soul, so she won't answer, but the other two will. One of those two will, they'll see it, and then they'll answer, most likely. Then you have 911, you can call on that phone, but if you have your own phone, I will call 911 on your own phone, so this phone you can use for information, okay? So on the same screen, there's a little heart. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little heart right there on the bottom. That's the medical part, okay? On that screen right there is the medical part. You want to hit that part because then now you can see what my name is, okay? All right. Okay, there's me. Everybody knows my name, so I'm not doxing myself. I already brought that out. So anybody says, John, Hooksmash Dr. Self, no, I've been Dr. Self, and it don't matter. Everybody called my name anyway. I used to did it before I even did Hooksmash. So there. Okay, it says medical stuff right there. You know, I'm a diabetic and I'm a disabled vet. Okay, next line. My blood type. Okay. That's important because say I'm bleeding. The paramedics and stuff in the hospital, they will know what type of blood type you are. So if you need blood, they will know what type of blood type to give you. So I'm unconscious of whatever. I can't talk. So you got to remember that. All right. This is all that. Okay. Any allergies? Okay. I have an allergy. They give me an Acidipro, I'll start reacting, coughing and all that stuff. That's what make me cough. It'll make me cough a lot, and it'll start hurting. So that's the effect of that. So I'm allergic to that medicine. So they will not send me that. See, first responders, it's health first responders to understand who you are. Okay. Current medications. Okay. That's important right there. It tells the people all the medications that you have. This right here, you're gonna always want to update. Any more allergies page you want to update? Everything like that. You want to update this stuff periodically if you get new medicines, or if you don't have any, you don't take some of these medications. I have more on this. I have to take it off. I did it today, right before the stream started. That's what I was doing because there was medications that I don't do. So I updated it. Okay, that helps the EMS people understand what you are and what you're taking. So then they'll kind of figure out. So if they give you something, it won't counteract what medication you have in there. They'll understand all that stuff. You know, a lot of them understand all that stuff like that. And then when you get to the doctor in the ER, so they also understand it too. Okay. Okay. The next one. Okay, weight. That's important too, because you see, if you have a weight, so I'm 251 even. Yeah. I was over 300 pounds. Now I'm 251. I'm losing the weight. You know. So that's good for me. You know. Shout out to Hot Factory Reach for that program too. That actually helping. So shout out to that. But you should always update that because you see now they understand how to actually maneuver you and everything like that. Because the weight does have a factor. How many people might have to bring you? Because I'm lifeless. I'm not moving and stuff. So that to pick me up and all that stuff, move me around, they can kind of figure out, okay, he's 250 pounds or 51 pounds. I'm sorry, right there. Okay, height. That's a good too. Yeah, he's 5'6". That's his height. All right, it's just a little thing there that tells you, okay. Well, we know he's 5'6". You know, maybe I don't have my legs. You never know. You know, one of my legs was cut off or something like that, and I have an accident. So I'm not going to be 5'6". But okay, I have that on there, and that's the updated thing. Okay, my birthday. Okay, October 22nd, 1972. You know, that's birthday. That's just there. You know, just in case, so they can kind of like do you down because you see when you're in a emergency room and stuff. I know in South Carolina, I don't know about other places, but I know in South Carolina, a lot of the hospitals are linked to other places, medical facilities. So if you've been in a medical facility, they can look you up and have some of this and try to broaden you, pinpoint this is the right person, and then they could get more information on you that way too. Because the reason why I say that, because this don't have it to have the social security number in there, but some places, some phones or whatever probably do, and then some places, some applications on the phones might have it that you can put in a little note and put the social security in it so it can help them. You know. Okay. The address. Okay. That's just an address. That's another way to probably help. You know, okay, this is where that person lives. Like I said, that's a bogus address. So, you know, you could do it. That's not where I live. So, it is the city and the state, but it's not my address. So, I don't worry about that. So, that just gives them a little idea. Okay, this person lives such and such, because you could be out of town in a different from a different state. I do travel, like I said, from state to states and stuff. So I could have got hurt at a different state. You know, I could be over there, go to Memphis, Tennessee, and then I'm going to go over there to one of those restaurants or something and fall, slip and bust my head or whatever. I can't do. But I live in Columbus, South Carolina, but I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. So then, they'll have an idea. Okay, this person lives in Columbia, South Carolina. So then we can try to go to the medical facilities in Columbia, South Carolina to see if this person was on some kind, you had to go to the hospital sometime in life, and if they can link it up, even if you're not in the same state, a lot of the other states and stuff, I'm sure they have the link up to other states and stuff like that. Well, however they do it. So, okay, the last two things: organ donor, and if I want to be resuscitated. Okay. Yeah, so I am an organ donor, so I give them. They say, okay, so something happens to me, I'm not alive. They could use my organs to help somebody else, and I only ask, if I go into cardiac arrest and stuff, they go only try to revive me once. If they revive me once, and then later on, it happens again, then let's let it go. I don't want to keep being revived. Because as you keep doing that, as long you got medical stuff, like if your brain don't get oxygen for a certain amount of time, you get a lot of brain damage and stuff, things like that. Then I have more complications. When I'm alive, I'd rather just go, because sometimes you could become a vegetable or whatever, they revive you, but you're not really alive. So that way, your family knows and everything like that. And they also know, okay, it's instructions. Some people, my mom, she didn't want to be resuscitated, but they didn't know that. So when she went in her cardiac arrest and stuff, and they brought her back, and then they found out that she didn't want to be resuscitated. So then the next time things happen, they just let her go. So sometimes you don't catch it, sometimes you do. Okay. Then on the bottom, it just says who the people are, contact, their names. I changed the names out and just put little things like that. So to say, like I said, so that's right there is just something that, like if you don't have it, if you have it on your phone, put it on your phone so people could get in it, just in case something happens to you. But if you don't have that on your phone, an option like that on your phone, have a index card or so, write all the information on that, and then laminate it. So, so then that way it protects the ink and all that other stuff so people can read it and things like that. So that's just my little awareness right there. When D-Web come back, because that's the part I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip off of the computer and go onto my phone. He'll bring me back in, and then I'm going to show you guys some awareness acts of slip, trips, and falls, okay? Because we go through slips, trips, and falls. And that's what happened to that delivery driver. See, I didn't tell D-Rev that. I told him the story, but I didn't tell him it was a delivery driver who does gig work. I wanted him to be surprised like you guys are. Because when he was telling me the story about people come up saying that our job ain't real, we go through a lot of stuff that people don't realize that other people might not go through. And slips, trips, and falls is a major cause of a lot of our incidents that happen. And then you might not notice them or might not think about them, but she fell in the bathroom. I got one of those pictures too. So I'll be right back. D-Web will go do his thing. I'll be right back online as soon as I get off my computer and go on my phone. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was some powerful information coming from Hulk Smash. We had that conversation. That incident happened last night or yesterday evening. It's something to think about. Maybe you're the only person that be that person's lifeline. The difference in that person still being alive or that person dying. I got to renew my CPR. It's time to get ready to renew it next month. So that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and renew it and everything. Those things is very imperative to understand. Slip and fall situations, or a person having a heart attack, being able to identify when a person is having a heart attack with the signs that they teach us in CPR. We're not experts and stuff, but we learn those things through the course itself, to be able to tell the signs when a person's having a heart attack, a person's having a stroke, or a person having an asthma attack, and we're their last line of response. Some people will say, man, I don't care, I'm going to keep it moving, and everything, but you wouldn't want someone to do that with you, right? So that was powerful information coming from him. And during the intermission, I was trying to pull up some information. We also got October here, which everyone is aware is breast cancer awareness month. There's more events I want to go to, to get a chance to talk about more on health and wellness, and be able to talk to the instructors there and the event coordinator, because you got to get permission. I usually get permission from the event coordinator. Sometimes you will see me, ask. Sometimes it will be ahead of time, already sit down with the directors or whatever of that event. That's what we do, because it be sometimes you will see us ask for permission on the spot. There are going to be times you're not going to see us because we done already sit down, had the meeting and all of that, especially when there's events I've been already planned to go to. There will be events that I would do a day in my life vlog, and I may ask, different venues questions for conversation, but we would not do probably on spot interviews. We would try to probably set up that behind the scenes, so when you have opportunities to do things for the community, everyone are content creators. They got their own ideas, own creativity. You got your own events in your city. That's the reason why I haven't went out of town. I've been asked to go out of town and do events and everything and go to events, but there's so much going on in this city, that I haven't even touched bases on. So I will be making announcements. I will also be using a directory each month of events that I want to pretty much cherry pick, that I feel that will have value for the viewers, so I will be getting in touch with, the directors, event coordinators. Sometimes you got to sit down with the council members as well, to get that access, to get their information, or their permission to do so. Now, there will be events sometimes that has music. They have live bands that may sing music of different artists, right? So what we have to do then is, when you're live streaming, you cannot actually edit that stuff out right then and there. Editing had to take the process to do afterwards, or you try your best not to go in there while they got that live music. So with the last video that I did, it was day of my life vlog. It was like 7 songs was on my episode. I knew YouTube was gonna give me a notification on content ID claim. I want to be able to do a video. It won't be today. of explaining when they took the channel down, because they definitely did take the channel down. I do have screenshots to show each step process that I took into uh, um, picking the options that YouTube give me, okay, for the video editing of each song. I want to be able to show an example of it so you can have a general idea, but I'm not going to go through the steps in this video, but I will try to share something with you. Let me go ahead. I'm hoping I got it on this device. I know it's on that one, but I'm hoping it's on this one. Let's see. All right. Look like all of it's not here. Part of it is. Hold on. It looks like it's here. All right. It's pretty much is here. All right. Let me see. Okay. When I first got the notification, I went ahead and I did a screenshot as I went to the next step. When I woke up, I had my videos already was on. It had went off, and I had it on another channel. And I had my YouTube studio open on this end. All right, I'm gonna let you in a second, Hope. I had the YouTube studio in on my other device. I was doing my editing, putting my metadata in and everything, and then I fell asleep. It's around about 7 or 8. Woke up about 2 a.m. And I'm gonna show you this. After I seen it showed up that the event was no longer available. That's how it showed it. Okay. So I went to the next screen to see what all the problems was, and then it gives you this option, ladies and gentlemen. That option right there. Ways to erase the song. It's got 2 options. I'm gonna talk about it right there. Remove the claim song in all detected segments while keeping other sounds such as speech. I can choose the option of YouTube erasing the song, but if I'm talking to somebody doing that song or whatever, that would stay. Or I can take the second option, which says mute all sounds in the claim segment, or I can just trim it out. So I went ahead and let YouTube do their thing. So you can see at the top, the claim song was Jump by RDX, right? So I go ahead and I address that song. So when you do that, it's going to show you this here. Ready to erase the song. I already made my selection of I want the song erased, but I still want the conversation that I had with any individual doing the song. So ready to erase the song. This process might take a while. After your video has been edited, we update any viewing or monetization restrictions. All right. So when they took it down, it showed ineligible for monetization to be, because the video was no longer monetized. So I went ahead, went in the studio, and I went ahead and unlisted it after that. I did one song at a time. I could have probably did them all at once, but I wanted to do it one at a time, and it would give you this information, which is at the top, copyright information. It'll show you that. You see there's a playback ID for each song that fell upon a copyright claim. All right, so it had Jump RDX. All right, video editing in progress, and it also was video editing another song. So 3 songs so far is being video edited. But after I video edited the other one, it took me through all the steps again. So I just want to show you just a preview of all the information I want to show you. And this is what it showed after, afterwards, that it still was ineligible and the editing was in progress after I put it in unlisted because I knew I still had work to do, right? And if you don't believe these things, let me see, can I pull it up so you can see the time? It says Sunday, October the 20th, 2:14 a.m. All right, let's show the video, the screenshot before that when I showed you this. Okay, we can pull it up. Sunday, October the 20th, 2:14 a.m. Okay, this one as well. You remember I showed you this one, right? That's the playback ID. All right, there's a time on there. October the 20th, 2024, 2:13 a.m. All right. So that's all I'm gonna show. I had a lot of songs that had to be video edited. One of them still didn't get erased. So I had to cut and trim that segment out. I have it there. I will show it in the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and pull Hulk back up. He should be ready now. She was semi-conscious because I asked that question, was she unconscious? It was a wet floor. It was the cause of her fall. Yes, delivery drivers. I'm bringing them in, but there's a lot of times I go into places there's wet floors. We're going to talk about that too. How are you doing, Hulk? Getting it in. All right, we're going to put Jersey Man in there like that. We're going to bring Hulk Smash back in, and he's going to finish with the second half of the edition of safety awareness on this topic. Add him to the stage.
I'm back.
All right, he's back.
Yep.
There we go. Turn your screen so you can be horizontal versus vertical.
Gotcha.
And the floor is yours. I'm going to get ready and do some things in the backstage right quick. So go ahead and do what you got to do. If once you get ready to show your presentation, I'm gonna go ahead and also put you in solo outlet, so layout. Are you ready right now?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, let me go ahead and do that. Let me exit myself out. I'm getting ready to mute myself as well.
Okay. Well, I'm back, everybody. The other part is I'm going to show some pictures of some hazardous that we come across, that I came across, and I'm sure you guys did as well. So, without further ado, well, before we do that, I'm going to show you guys definitions of slips, trips, and falls, so then y'all can understand. So when we look at these slides, then y'all can put in the chat, is it a slip, trip, or a fall? Okay, let me see. I like it when you guys. So let me change my screen around. All right. There. All right. All right. Okay. We got slips, trips, and falls. Accidents that can happen when a person loses their balance and falls. Okay, slips. A person loses balance when there's not enough friction between their feet and the surface they're on. This can be caused by spills, wet or oily surfaces, loose rugs, or the wrong footwear. There you go, footwear, people. That's the thing that we have to understand. Um, when we doing these jobs, I would recommend to get some shoes that have non-slip soles on them. You go to Walmart and get some. They're not that expensive because we go to a lot of restaurants. Now the restaurants is going to clean. They have to because of bacteria and all that other stuff. They have to clean. They have to keep the restaurant clean. So throughout the day they're gonna be mopping floors and all that stuff and things like that. Also, depends on how the floor is, which I got some pictures on different types of floors. The floor could be slippery because things spill or just, some kind of film on the floor. They talk about rugs. Yeah, rugs. They depends on the type of rug. I did see a rug like peel up and somebody like tripped, which is the next thing. Trips. Trips means a person loses balance when their foot hits an object or they step down to a lower surface. This can be caused by clutter, poor lighting, uneven floors, or damaged mats. Okay, we're gonna see that too. Also, as we out here and stuff in the streets, we also come across, the grass. There you go. How's that? That's gonna be a good one there. Not only, if you can go walk on the sidewalk, when you're walking on the grass, you don't know if that person already had watered the grass. Grass is uneven, dips and stuff in the grass. Also, landmines mean poop. I call it landmines. You get hit on that, and the poop could be slippery. You slip and fall, and then you might slip and fall in the poop. Then you got poop all over you. So then just fell. You got poop all over you. Now you just a poop dasher instead of just a nice clean dasher. Then you got to finish that, deliver the food, and then go home and wash. Get the poop off you. So that's that. Falls. Falls could be a person loses balance and falls, usually as a result of a slip or trip, but they can also happen on their own. Falls can be caused by obstructive views, not paying attention, or using improper equipment. That is true. I'll let you guys see all that stuff right there. Hey, and then y'all see. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over some stuff here that I've been came across. All right. This is a construction site. Okay. I had to deliver there. The construction people asked. There's a restaurant right across the street from this construction site, but they ordered food, and I happened to be the lucky delivery driver. And I picked it up and just had to go across the street. But look at the hazardous right there. You got all three. You can slip, trip, and fall. Over there because it's uneven and everything like that. So you gotta pay attention because right here, who goes on a construction site really? Often people who gotta be there. People, but normal person, not gonna really go on a construction site. But we are essential workers and we also have a job to do and they need food and they didn't want to go across the street to get it. So we had to go and pick it up for them. So that's one right there. I'll show you another one. They say that. Oh, this one. All right. This right here. This is a customer's house. And look at those stairs. Okay? Put it in the chat. What's going on with there? Put it in the chat. Is it slip, trip, fall, all the above? What? Put it in the chat. That's hazardous right there. You see there's no handrail, nothing like that. You see that those bricks, they ain't even have mortar on it. A motor, however you say it. So they all uneven and stuff. They're just sitting on there and stuff. But they needed that thing in the front door. But me, I didn't do that. I saw that. I texted the customer and I found another spot that was safe for me. And I told the customer I'm gonna put the food there. You can make a call like that if you feel unsafe to do the front door like that was. So I made that call. I texted them through the app, and then I took a picture, sent it to them through the app, and then it was me that door anyway, but it was another door that was still part of the house. So I left it there. It was more of a flat and safer surface, so that's why I did that. So I took care of that. That was for my safety. Your safety is more important than McDonald's food or any type of job you're doing, or picking up any type of food or equipment or whatever. Your number one is safety. That's the main thing. Safety, safety, safety. If I had did that, I could have fell, and then I'm out working and stuff, whatever. Could be in the hospital, get stitches. Could have gotten unconscious or semi conscious. Who knows? Uh, just going up the stairs, and so I didn't do that. All right, so let's see. That is a good one. Bam. All right. What's up with that picture? You know, like the sidewalk is all jacked up to me. So, what is that? Slip, trip, fall, all above? Put it in the chat. You know, I say it's a slip because, say you're going up there, hit that sidewalk at nighttime, you don't see it, whatever. Bam. Since it's all bulged up, guess what? Yeah, all the above. Yep, that's true too. You can catch on that hump there, and then what? You lose your balance. You got your food in your hand. Nothing to brace you up on that scene right there. So you're gonna go down. Now, when you're gonna go down, it's a little trick. You know how people say that drunk people usually survive accidents versus a person who's not drunk? But here's the trick. The reason why drunken people survive accidents more than the person who isn't drunk is because the person who's not drunk is alert and they tense up. So when they tense up, the body tenses up and then you get in that defense mode and tense mode. You can risk breaking stuff, hurt yourself even more tensing up. If you're more relaxed and try to go with the flow of the fall, then you most likely won't get as hurt. But if you tense it up, that's when you brace. If I tripped over that little hump, that hump down, I probably would have tried to put my hands out to try to drop the food, try to put my hands out. And then when I fall on my hands, I probably would have broke my wrist and stuff. Could have probably, broke my arm, whatever, and other stuff like that. Hit more stuff because I tensed up and everything. But I didn't fall on that. I just saw that. So I thought maybe that would be something good you guys could see. That's something I came to, though, too. So, all right, let me see. What else I got here? All right, come on. All right. At the gas pump, Hook Smash is pumping gas. That's me. That's my car. I'm pumping gas, actually, before I start my day. Okay. Look at that hose. All right. It's on a loop and stuff. So sometimes people might want to throw trash out, which I think the trash can's over there. Some people might not want to. I done it. I'm not gonna lie. I done it. I stepped over that hose instead of going around the hose. Move the hose and stuff, go around it. You could lose. You could misstep and you could trip. You know, and then you could probably fall and hurt yourself. What's up, Mr. Flex? Man shifting, sidewalks rising up. Yep, that's correct. So when you do that, you might not be paying attention. You back up or something, and you go trip in that way too. So that's what. Yep, I gotta be aware of your surroundings. That's correct, Mr. Flex. That's right. But these are stuff that we do on a daily that people might not think of. So I want to show. These are life experiences right here that we do on a daily. We have to get gas in our car so we can work. You don't want to be so close to the pump, so you can go a little ways from the pump, like Hope Smash did. That's what actually me. And you're gonna have that loop there. So there we go, right there. All right. Let's see what else is here. All right. All right, right there. Okay, that's a great right there. Okay. That's my car right there. I went to grab, gonna go get some food. I went to a restaurant. All right. I have flat shoes, but some people might have those shoes that might have raise you up and stuff. So you might get those shoes like that, put it on there, and it might fit through that grate. You might not want to walk on that grate. So also that grate could be slippery because you see that it has some trash around it, some leaves or whatever. So those could be wet. It looks like it is wet. So if you go there, you could probably slip right there for that. Grates are slippery and stuff. So that's once again, there's another sign of stuff that we go through every day. Some form of life form that we go through. So that's another one. So there's another one. Let's see. That here's one right here. Come on. There we go. All right, right there. Okay. So the sidewalk and stuff. See that metal piece sticking up? That's a tripping hazard right there. Yeah, yep. I went through that too, Jersey. Yep. See, that's tripping right there. You might not see that at nighttime. That's at the mall. There's an outdoor mall that I went to, and there was a restaurant not too far from there. That's a tripping hazard right there. You get caught, boom. You can lose your balance or you can fall. So that's another one. See, I got some more. I got some good ones. Okay, right here. All right, you got a mat, then you got two stairs right there. All right, that's also could be a hazard right there. Going up to the steps there. So the mat right there. If it rains and stuff, that mat could be slippery because of the rubber type mat and stuff. So and then you got stairs, those two steps right there, bricks. Yeah. So that's also right there. That could be a hazard that we go through. Another fun day in the life of a gig worker, right there. So and these customers when they do stuff, they don't care. They don't realize other people go there. We don't know their house. Okay, right there. You see, there's some kind of wire or something hanging there. That could be you could get caught up in that. All right. Yeah. Sure. The only obstacle you usually is the cell phone. That's why people tripping over things. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, because we are on the cell phones, looking at our phone for the order, walking around not paying attention. Yeah, but at the same time, some of these obstacles right here you might not see. Then plus, you gotta remember, inclement weather or nighttime, you might not see that. To see that could be a traffic hazard there. So I agree with you, Mr. Flex. Yes, that's the main cause of a lot of distraction is the cell phones. But you have other distractions or other ways to fall too. And I'm just showing some more examples here. That's all. So let me see what else I got here. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let me see. Famous. All right. The famous grass. Okay. Here's one that people go on a lot. The famous grass. Like I said, you got landmines, you got uneven surfaces and stuff like that. You don't know if the person. It depends on how the sun goes. You might see a sparkle, whatever, and then you can tell that the grass has been watered and stuff. But sometimes you might not. You might not see a sinkhole or something. I came across a couple of those. Had no choice to go on the grass. But here's our famous one right here. A lot of people do. And like I said, never know. A person could have a dogs, cats, whatever, animals, different animals, and they could poop everywhere. And you hit the landmine, and all of a sudden you slip and fall in the landmine, and now you all pooped all over you. So that's another one right there. So I don't look at my tablet while I'm walking to the door. Well, that's good, Jersey. I don't either, because before I get out the car, I look at the instructions again to make sure that I know what I'm gonna do by the instructions of the customer, and I can see where I'm going. So I have my phone usually in my pocket, so I can have my hands free and stuff like that. So I only have my phone out when I'm walking to the customer's house or residence or place of business or wherever they're at. I only take it back out when I get to the customer's doorstop or wherever in the office or whatever. That's when I take it back out, and then I ask for who am I going to ask for. So then that way, that distraction is not on me, and I have my hands free. So I got some more. I got a little bit more. It's almost over. Okay.
Hold on for a second, George. I got an important phone call, so we're gonna have to go ahead and wrap this up. George done a good live stream, good tutorial. I got to get at a place by 3:30, and I was already running late. They called me and let me know. And I got to pick my grandchildren up. So
Okay.
I want to give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let me turn this up before I get started and everything. And if you guys want him to continue on doing safety awareness such as this, give us five in the live chat. Let us know. Get in touch with us. He did a real good tutorial today. He touched on a lot of things that we could relate to and what we go through. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much, Hulk Smash, for what you do for our community and everything, man. And we need this. We need this kind of information. Now, go back in the replay for those that want to find out what I was briefly talking about when it was containing copyright content ID claim. That's different than copyright strike. I will be doing the next video. I took enough screenshots to show and explain and go over what YouTube says about content ID claim, what happened with my video. I told people in my video when I did the shooting that I was going to have to, address those issues. I knew this was going to happen. They did have a live band up there, but they were singing some of the artist songs. So you have to be aware of those things. So it's going to be powerful information that will be very beneficial for everyone. So George, I'm gonna let you have the last words, and then we're gonna have to get out of here.
Well, the only thing I was just worried about, that people saying that we don't have real jobs, but you see, that was just a little bit. I do have more. I was going to go into the buildings and stuff that I saw, but we could continue this on the part two and get a little bit in depth and stuff. But just gotta be aware of your surroundings and stuff because we go through stuff every day, different days. Um, and just be safe out there. Use your best judgment on calls. Don't worry about the customer giving you a bad rating because your life is your life. You deliver that food and then you slip and fall, hurt yourself. Nobody's around. You know. Sometimes when you doing a package delivery, they're not even home. They just say leave it at the door. So you might get one of those. Amazon Flex, Walmart Spark, others. Doordash. They do have packaging and stuff too. So and other jobs. We can keep naming them. I'm not going to. So then you out there in BFE and you hurt and your phone is not in your reach. Now what you gonna do? So safety, 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 and have a great day. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye. Good. You're muted.
Yeah, I'm double hitting it because my mind
Okay.
focused somewhere else. But we thank him for what he have done, and be sure to watch the replay to get all the details that you missed out on. And like I said, I will be explaining about the content ID claim. So content creators can understand the difference of that and copyright strike. No, I didn't get a copyright strike. It was a content ID claim. So we will explain it then. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all take care and have a good one. Once again, Hope, thank you for what you do, brother. I appreciate it so much. And we getting ready to get out of here. Y'all take care, and we'll see you once again.